in the couple minutes remaining, is there any question that you have for us while you've got us here?
Well, honestly, when will this process be over?
I ask that every morning I wake up. Yes.
Next morning.
That's called a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I mean, broadly speaking, we expect to have an RFP out mid-July, and then making decisions with vendors of choice end of Q3, first part of Q4-ish kind of thing. That's our plan.
I'm curious about something. I mean, our process is there's an RFP, and it culminates in a bid. You know, in a bid process to be determined. We've got several ways we do it. How in the world do y'all do that? It seems like we need to have weeks, if not months, to sit down and culminate the solution, you know, before a bid lies in there. So how do you play in the sandbox?
We typically give our customers the opportunity to not be at risk until we've gotten answers to those questions. And so we put skin in the game in an early collaborative effort to really give you guys some really good, accurate numbers, so you've got economics on, figured out in time frames and so forth. And we're pretty good at that, and we've been able to live within the margins of those efforts. I would say there's less effort to do what we need to do than the process we're involved in right here, if I could just be respectful.
Yep.
Say it that way. And so at some point we should engage in a much more higher quality, much more in-depth conversation around how this would get architected and built out. Brett would manage that collaborative business session that would produce numbers and actually working models of what this would look like from a CXA perspective. Other people would come in and do the integration and so forth.
And by the way, we're not opposed to you postponing your RFP, doing an effort with us, and taking that prototype product and making it part of your RFP. You don't have to commit to us before you know what it is that we're capable and committing to Eric's point. And what I have found with RFP processes is oftentimes they give you come back with responses that people read, but people don't always agree on what those things have said, even though that you think you're agreeing. So the prototype is actually a very good medium to say this is the functionality proposed. Yes, we meet it. No, we don't. So it's not a bad substitute for an RFP.
What we'd like to do is capture that comment on that, and that's something that we'll take to procurement. It's not our role to dictate the process.
We appreciate working with you in any future way possible.
Great.
And appreciate the answers to the questions.